you can do logging. There's just one of the few forests around. It's a decent sized map, dude. It's got production and all sorts on it, and like I said yesterday, I think you were there, I don't know. When you start up in solo player, you get the choice of 4 options of how you want to play on this map, whether you want to be a contractor, and then you end up with the yard that we've got. Depending if you want to start with stuff all and all that. There's 4 different starting options, which has a farm to do with each of those. There's a farm with ruined buildings and stuff, so you can rebuild the farm. You just get rid of the buildings and all that kind of stuff, and build your farm back up how you want it. I don't know what this one was set up for. I think this is the this is the animal one. I think Patrio, wasn't it? If you just wanted to be a animal husbandry side of things.
The one you are on is the bergbauer, the mountain farmer with cows and with chicken.
Yeah, there's a few. Carry on.
The one with all the animals is the one I started on.
Yeah, there's quite a few different forest areas around the place and all sorts production, like I said. And I got a sort of a feeling that with this map you can buy businesses as well if you want to set up for a big multiplayer type thing, so you can have people can own like a cattle. There's an animal dealer with the cattle. Well, I can't remember what it's called, cattle provider or something along those lines. I'll go over this side and go up and down over here. And you can buy the land. You can buy all the places that you can sell, buy points and sell points. All the land's all buyable on it, and yeah, I think you can actually own businesses, and you might. I haven't tested it, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that if people drop off their crop at your place that you own, you get a kickback with it or something, or might end up making money from it, or if you sell cattle to someone, you get the money for it as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being hopeful, because I was a pleasant surprise with the options when I started up. Having to choose, the map won't load up until you choose which one you want to do, what option you want to take. And there's plenty different crop types too. There's 3 things actually wrong with this map from my point of view. The first one, probably only my point of view, because it's got to do with how we want to play, but like I said, it might actually end up being perfect for us. It comes with the seasons folder. It has its own seasons, geo, crop growth and all that, so you don't need to put a geo on it. But the crop grows all year round. So, which is, I wasn't too happy about. There goes the plane. The second thing is when you go and buy something from the shop, whatever you're buying won't show up on the preview screen. Hopefully they fix that, because people have mentioned it. And the third part is we've got, like I said, extra crops and the usual suspects like millet and triticale and all that, but this also has rice, tobacco and hemp, and there's an implement, basically one of the case cotton harvesters, the module 6.5, whatever it is, 665 or 635, whatever it is, has been altered to do the tobacco and hemp. But there's also carrot, onion, red cabbage and cabbage, and there's no implement to harvest those. For reasons I don't understand, but When I checked the map, I checked the map's contract XML, and it doesn't look like they're part of harvest. There's no harvesting of those as a contract option, which is fine. That's interesting. Has this got the mud thing on it as well? Because I actually get splashes when I go over. I'll move my backside. Oh, look at that! Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's good, mate. You're supporting people that you enjoy their content. It's always a good thing. As long as you can afford it, that's the more important thing, you know. With life, there's more important things. You got to fill your bucket up first, so it's overflowing, and you can fill other people's buckets up. I don't know where I heard that from. Oh, I might have to dash off quickly, and it looks like it's going to rain outside. I'll just see if I can get this field finished first, and then just start on field 12, Patrio. Well, once we finish this one.
Roger that.
And then I'll go buy another seeder. We could probably do a field each for the seeding. And then we're going to go off and seed Mr. Smudo's fields. And then after that, we're pretty much getting into contract jobs, aren't we?
Patrio, can you make me farm manager and the JSP again so I can put down all in one field station?
Hang on. Didn't I just ask and say since there's the storage for the seed and oh no, I remember what I said. Yeah, go for gold. That's my memory at work again, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic memory I have. Just remember to go with that because we get the discount because we got the deal with the company. The joy of buying in bulk. Yeah, well, I've got to save money, Mike, with you know, why pay for the hot water when I can get it for free when it starts raining? Now I've got washing on the line, I've got to get it back in because it started off a really beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. Now it's a bit cold and windy. So what I'll do is I'll bring up Patrio's. You can watch him do my field. Patrio's intermission screen. While I go off and do my bits. What are you tweaking for? Twerking or... My tractor's having a nervous breakdown. Anyway, yeah, I've got to go and quickly grab my washing off the lawn before it starts raining. I will change the screen to Mr. Patrio with the intermission screen, and you guys can keep an eye on him, and I'll be back in a second.
And of course, cue the obvious joke. 1. Is he back yet?
2.
And I managed to get someone to work with that. They're like, oh, can you just hold on for a minute? I just straight away go, sure. 59, 58, 57.
Oh, come on, really? Because it's a skeevy thing. It only loads 1 from the AoE. This is so annoying. Yeah, it won't load the fertilizer. This shit. Oh, this is so freaking annoying.
Was it not playing ball with the condor?
No, it only takes the seeds and not the fertilizer.
So either the triggers are wonky or he's done something to mess it up when he's done the mods.
Yeah, I think the problem is this damn fill station.
And for the sake of testing, do you get the correct prompt if you use the map silo for filling?
The what silo?
Because the yard should already have a fill point for seed, fertilizer, etc. So it depends if it gives you the correct prompt from there.
Which one is the solid fertilizer one though?
Couldn't
See
tell
the-
you by look. The only thing I could say is it gives you a quote-unquote shopping list on the front of it, on the display.
Yeah, but oh yeah, I found it. But for that, there had to be something in there. Otherwise, it won't work.
So it's a storage, not a buy
Yeah,
point.
not a buy point, it's a storage.
Sorry, gentlemen and people of Twitch room. I thought my washing would have been dry with this morning's heat and sunshine and this afternoon's wind, but not the case.
The all-in-one fill station is being mean to me again. It won't let me load the fertilizer into the condor. No matter how much I circle, I only forget the prompt for seeds.
Have you tried opening cover up?
Gee, why didn't I think of that? open the car up.
You need to have to back out and go back in. There we go.
Yeah, it gave me seeds. Seeds I already have. I need fertilizer.
Okay, that's the tricky one. You got to really find the trigger for that. So just back in and just stop as soon as the selection comes up. So if you drove in first and seeds were the first ones that...
back there. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Okay.
It's lucky I remembered that because I used that all the time at the beginning when the FS19 came out. I was the only one that could do it. Everyone else couldn't figure it out, and they were complaining about it on the multiplayer.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So what you want me to plant first?
Wheat. Because yeah, we're still doing the ploughing of the other one. It's just this microphone, Mike. It has its days.
I see my microphone being sucky again.
Actually, you sound fine to me. I don't want to miss a bit. Yeah, well, through Discord you sound fine, and that's the way it should be coming across. Then again, I haven't got the overlay up for that. Well, I might be able to do that without actually clicking out.
Well, all I gotta say is I hope I come through clearly. It's an expensive enough microphone that I'm using.
Yeah, no, you're coming through. Your level's good. I'm just waiting for a Smudo to say something at some stage. No, there you go. You're coming through the same level as Patrio, so... Everything's all good. Whoops, actually I need to scroll back up so I can get the desktop and audio. I have to admit, it's going a lot quicker this ploughing than I originally anticipated. With two of us on here anyway though, but even doing that first field by myself for a bit, I did more than I was expecting I would do in that time.
It's probably the fact we're not stuck at 8 k's an hour.
Yeah, so maybe we should just keep this as is, or turn them down. What is the base speed? Or maybe this is the base speed for this actually, because this is it's not a Stevie mod, it's a mod that's on the mod hub by the same guy that does a lot of the John Deere stuff. So maybe this is the actual real life speed this goes at, which is impressive there, I'll say. Yeah, I think it's probably because he's a bit tired today and a bit sore, so he's just lacking a bit of energy today, Mike.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual. Definitely think the last couple of weeks have been catching up to me.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean, because on the level, they're both the same on OBS when they speak. The level's exactly the same because I put a compressor on it as well. But Patrio does come across louder than Smudo does at the moment. But generally that's normal as well. But as long as you can hear him, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I don't like to speak too articulated today because, like I said earlier, my jaw hurts like crazy.
Yeah.
If I open it too much, it hurts more, so.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll look it up and see what speed they do in real life, and then we can adjust it. I just assume it started. It said standard because we've got the mod that it can adjust the speed of the implements. It said standard, and that's what I went with. It's a nice plough though, I like this. First time using it. I mean, I downloaded the whole bunch of John Deere stuff that came up with seeders and stuff on the mod hub, and I downloaded them on the thought that I might end up jumping into a solo play again and trying them out, and a few other good mods too, but yeah, not to be.
Otherwise, I am aware of Mr. Triangle. I just started using the GPS for the back and forth.
Yeah, no, cool. Do you want me to get it while I'm here? It saves you.
Like it.
Yeah, it just saves you because I'm going up and around. I don't need the GPS. I'll just go around in circles until I actually line up. It just saves you. You can just stick with the GPS. Yeah, well, there's a whole bunch of seeders, yeah, which I've added into the game, but it turns out only one of them was a seeder, actually. Actually, I think it was the ear cart. So I don't know where the seeder bit is for it, because I went through and did a search for John Deere and downloaded everything that was sort of around 10 metres plus. And you think there was a decent seeder there, unless it's except for that one, which I think is in planters. Well, if it's on the mod hub, it's the only one there. So if it's theirs on the mod hub, then yeah, it would be that one. Have you created your field yet, Speedo? As in yes?
Already done that, yes.
Oh, okay. Alright. But you should have gone off and just, we've only got how many seeders have we got? Why don't I go this way? Well, yeah, okay. We need to buy 2 more. And you could have just gone off and seeded yours while we were doing this. I'm coming down Patrio for some reason, I don't know why. So just go 1 row over. Because yeah, we could have just seeded one of our field each. So if you want to take that one off and seed your fields, and I'll grab 2 more seeders after we're done with this. The same as what you got. Oh, just missed a smidge. I don't want to miss anything in my fields. Couldn't care less about the other people's fields as long as they give us the pay. But my fields, on the other hand, it's the condor you got, eh? Which works with the medium tractors, doesn't it? Giants banned beta modders from the mod hub, did they? Why? I know they don't allow certain mods because they don't meet the criteria that they set, and they just happen to be mods that have got things, extra things in them that make the mods better, but modders are always leaving because people stealing their stuff and uploading it and getting money for their work. That's completely understandable. It's like going to work all day and then someone else being paid for all the work you've done for that day, you know, for your time. Oh, well, yeah. The mod gets banned. I don't think the modder will get banned because they're very clear about the DLC stuff. They always have been. They cannot use the DLC stuff. Because it's, I mean, it's perfectly makes sense. If people could mod the DLC content, and not only that, they hit people who upload it to other sites anyway. With legal threats or whatever, because if you put out a DLC and people are paying for that, but then someone comes along and then copies that and does their little version of the same equipment, then people aren't going to buy that DLC and they're going to lose out on money. And at the end of the day, they've got the rights and everything because they own the game, so they have the absolute legal right to ban people and take any legal action they see fit. I mean, the terms and conditions with the Giants editor is they pretty much own whatever mod's made on it. The only thing the modder has a legal right to is the IP. But that's why people get to steal their stuff, because most modders don't have the time or the money to bring any legal action against someone who steals their steals their mods and uploads them and makes money off them. And because a lot of people think, oh well, you know, it's free mod, you can't do it, rah-de-rah-de-rah, but they don't realise that the modders actually own the IP and they're protected under the law for that intellectual property. So the creativity is part of it as well, which they have every right to decide what can be done and can't be done. Right, let's go drop these off to the boo. That'll be interesting. I wonder if I can get it from... Oh, well, would you look at that? Might as well test out my earlier on auto drive. Make sure I can get there. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, their game, their software they're using to make it. So I suppose they, you know, golden rule. He makes a gold, makes a rule. I think it's a bit silly. I understand if the DLC part of it makes perfect sense. It's business. But if those modders end up, you know, providing a mod that meets all the criteria and everything else like that, that's a bit silly.
And you want to know something really annoying, JJ?
What?
You're on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, I am too. I am too. How did I miss that?
Not paying attention to the road signs, obviously.
Oh. I can't believe I did that. I spent about 2 hours doing the auto drive courses today. And it would have been because the first one I did was out of the yard to the shop. So that little road I went down. Oh, oh well. Looks like I have to go in and delete the file and start again. How did I not look? How did I not notice that? Actually, while that's going off there, let me just go buy some implements for us.
I was going to say, because if you went from the shop back to the yard first, there's a stop sign literally right outside the shop's gate.
No, I went from the yard to the shop.
Yeah, so I'm saying is that if you happened to have...
Oh. Actually, no. No, I didn't. I did go from the shop, actually, I think. No, I didn't. I can't remember. Either way, whatever way I went onto the wrong road the wrong way. That's the upshot of it all. Let's have a look here. So we've got these John Deere. Which I was hoping one of those would actually be... why isn't there any cedar ones? So... yeah, so we've got that one. And that one. That goes with that, and that's pretty much it. That's actually disappointed with that, but I mean, I suppose it's better to have one than none. Sort of. Anyway, we need 2 more of these fellas with the right colour of black there, garlic there, and good old purple there. Standard capacity. Let's extend that. Size of the fields. Did you extend the capacity when you bought your one, Smudo?
I didn't buy one yet.
Oh, okay, so maybe that was the one I bought and maybe I didn't.
Yeah, but it does have an extended capacity, this one.
What's the leadage on it?
Oh.
We're going through our money rather quick here. What's the capacity on it?
5 and 3.
Yeah, no, it doesn't, because the extended one is 16,000 total.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm going to need to customise it, or someone customise it to the extended one. All right, let me come back and get that. There it is. There you go, Mike. Here's the house. You might have missed this. I think you did miss it. So this is the farm you get if you choose the contracting scenario at the start of the map's load up. If anyone missed that, when you load this map up in solo player, you get 4 options, and each of those options correspond to one of the farms. This is the option for if you want to be a contractor. You get this farm yard, and you get this house, complete with annoying music. Netflix. Nice shower. No bath though. That's pretty disappointing. Got the dining room there. Don't know why it's in the kitchen, but there you go. The time's wrong on the microwave. Gonna have to fix that. Oh. And then we got upstairs. Apparently I don't have a room to put the vacuum cleaner anywhere. And we've got the office.